Hey, it's your girl Just Bree coming at you with another video. Feel free to hit the like, share, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to my channel. So, as most of you already know by now, excuse me, um, Liv's life allegedly got into an altercation at a mall. Um, and I say allegedly because nobody has really come out and confirmed it. However, I don't think that it's totally fabricated just because she mentioned Gerard and his fiance. I think something happened, but she's already changed up her story a few times. So, um, like I said, it's just hard to tell when she's telling the truth and when she's not. Um, but there's always a little truth in what she says, and then the rest of it is usually a lie. So hopefully, maybe Gerard will come on here and clear things up. Um, uh, because she's making these accusations that Nisha Peoples um, stepped to her and, approached her in the mall, and Gerard and Nisha just stood there laughing. First, the story was they stood there laughing, and then then the next time she uploaded a video, it was, oh, they threatened me, and, um, then the kids were trying to get the girl off of her. And I just can't see for the life of me Gerard standing by while his kids are in distress because someone is attacking their mother. You know, I just don't, I'm not buying it, and again, I mean, that's, nobody was there to really witness it unless, of course, unless Gerard comes out and says it. I just really don't know what to believe with her. So, anyway, I went to Lipstick Alley to read some comments like I do, usually do. They are our trusted, reliable news source for gossip, all things gossip. So let's see what the people got to say in the Lipstick Alley comment section. Um, and I think most of the people in the comment section all pretty much agree that Tuna Can, aka Big Bertha, aka Hog Moss, is shooketh. So this person said talking all that ish, but I bet the sister blocked from seeing the live. Hmm. I'm blocked over here. I can still watch. Plus, she doesn't have to sign in to watch. All right, Nisha sister, let's make it happen before the year is out. Give me a reason to really celebrate. Don't judge me, y'all. I've been hitting the eggnog, but my words are sober. I almost want to say she's lying to take the heat off of Unc shenanigans, but I'm certain Bestie's sister been wanting to put some hands on her. And see, my thing is, I think like most of us would be, not that we want to jeopardize. Now, some of us don't care about going to jail. Some of us. Me, on the other hand, I care about going to jail, but I wouldn't be opposed to smacking a bag out of her hand or smacking some food out of her hand in the grocery store. And I know it's petty, I know it's childish. But if that was my relative, you know, I would just want to call her bluff. Just because, you know, as much shit as she be on here talking, yeah, you can ignore it, and and you should ignore it because tuna can tuna is the epitome of a gangster behind a keyboard. You know, she thinks she could just say whatever, and she throws a rock and hides her hand. That is her MO. That's the type of person she is. She ain't with the smoke. She don't want the smoke. She just tough talk Tony. You know, ain't got nothing to back it up. I'm sure she would defend herself. I'm not saying no, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying you could just pummel her and she won't try to defend herself, but just being an outright fighter, um, willing to, obviously she not willing to go at it. And of course, she used the kids as an excuse when most people would be like, oh, hold my son, hold my son, kids, y'all go step over there and I'm going to handle this business. Now, that's what some of us would do. Um, but my thing is this: you watch social media all the time and you see how people, you know, take, for example, prime example, for the youngins, if y'all never seen Low Down Dirty Shame, there's a scene where Jada Pinkett, she runs into the soap opera actor and she knocks him out because she got so caught up in the character that she couldn't separate reality, truth from reality. And sometimes with this internet shit, people, you know, they can't differentiate the two. Now, to Tuna, this is not real to her. I mean, as far as her getting on here, bumping them gums, that's just her acting, right? Acting tough. Yeah, her life, her real life is, she shows her real life, but her tough talk and shit like that, that's not real for her. She can't back that up. So to her, it's like, well, it's just a game. But in real life, people have killed people for less, have, shot people for less. You cannot underestimate somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, on the internet and really about that life. Somebody that will fuck you up, tuna can, on some real shit. Because, I'm just watching this shit. Now, granted, if I saw you and you was in my city, I will more than likely walk past you. Um, but then again, I just may be like, yo, I may be like, why you gotta do Gerard like that? What is your problem? And yeah, I would be out of pocket because, again, like I said, this shit is just the internet to me anyway. I mean, we really don't know each other. We don't know, nobody knows anybody in real life. But, you know, I've kind of got myself worked up at times where watching this shit go down, if I saw you in the moment, bitch, I would have really, you know what I'm saying? I might have really had some words. And really might have pressed you. Like in the heat of the moment, the shit. And then the whole shit with you cutting your daughter hair really fucked me up. I mean, that really fucked me up. And I mean, I'm cool now, but there was times where I was like, I almost saw red. And people think you abusing your kids by cutting that little girl hair. To me, that's abuse. Call it what you want, but that's abuse. Um, bringing these random men around your kids, yeah, that's your business. But people don't take light kindly to that shit, and nobody's perfect. But you posting that shit on the internet and then talking all tough, like you know what I'm saying, like you wouldn't call the cops in a heartbeat. Now, bitch, Gerard, you say you ran into Gerard Anisha when her sister allegedly pressed you. All you had to do was say, "Here, Gerard, here's the kids," and push the stroller to the side. Kids, watch your brother. Now, granted, it's the mall, it's a lot of kids. It wasn't the appropriate time at all. But had it been me, which it would never be because I don't talk shit that I can't back up. But I'm just saying, I would have put the bitch in a chokehold, in a headlock, and we would have got down. And I would have just made sure my baby was in a safe spot and the kids off to the side. Period. Um, but again, like I said, I don't talk shit that I can't back up. Anyway, so let's finish the comments. That well isn't that good of a friend. Um, oh, cause somebody says she trying to take the heat off of Unc. She's a tough guy, but only if the mood is right. Santa was there, so she couldn't. The kids was there, so she couldn't, and other families were there, so she couldn't. It's a few days before Christmas, so she couldn't. The weather was right, so she. Exactly, yo, exactly. Um, Big Bertha looked shook. She really did. Her face was red as hell, and she was sitting up there talking all that shit and then laughing. And my thing is, I don't want to really have to refer to the video because I just can't stand. I can't stand to listen to the bitch Charlie either. Like in a minute, I don't even know how much longer I'm gonna be able to, um, report on this. Other than, I mean, it's a good thing we got the Lipstick Alley comment section because in a minute I'm about to really be through with her ass because I damn sure can't really listen to her talk because she is so ridiculous. Um, but so who knows how long I could even, what I'm saying, report on her because I know shit. People like Fran, she just over it too. But now that Fran and got this bag and she over, she got a couple thousand subs or whatever. It's about that money at this point. It's about that coin. And it's like everybody made a come up off this bitch except her. She the only one that can't come up on herself. All right, let's keep going. Didn't Liv say run up and get done up? What happened? And then I wish somebody would have recorded that shit because I couldn't imagine. Somebody was like in her face. And she literally just, I ain't, man, listen, kids or not, you come up in my face. It's one thing to be across the other side and somebody be like, there go that bitch, live that bitch. Yeah, I might smile, I'll smile and just keep walking. But bitch, you come up in my face and get close enough to me where I can smell your breath. Oh, bitch, it's on. It's on and popping. It's on and popping. It ain't going down. Ears red and everything. Oh, she was right. She was so fucking red. She was red and terrified as hell. And then she tried to laugh it off. Like, girl, she should have just smacked, she would have just smacked the shit out of you and you wouldn't have did nothing. And then you ran over here to ran to YouTube to tell the people because you figured it was going to come out anyway. And you call yourself trying to get ahead of it. But now, when the story really do come out and the truth really do come out, it ain't going to probably even be close to what you saying. Somebody say only when the mood is right. I'm dying over here. This shit is funny. I could see her face in that store. Oh, there'll be another opportunity, and I hope Nisha's sister or whoever take full advantage. I could just imagine being their relative, and it's not like I mean, listen, it's the internet. Don't nobody really know. I mean, there's people that live, in the area that probably know of Gerard, probably ran into Gerard. He already said somebody came up to him one day, whatever. But ultimately, like the shit that Olivia be talking, is really irrelevant, and ain't nobody really paying that shit no attention. But I still feel like she could use a good pressing. But the problem with that now is that that could affect Gerard and his custody. So like Fran was saying, they gotta be careful. They just gotta be careful. You know, in the way she talk shit. One of these reactors, or not reactors, but one of these subs or somebody is going catch her ass one day. And I hope it's not with the kids. I don't want it to be with the kids, but I ain't gonna lie. I hope somebody cornered the shit out of her and scared the fuck out of her. I'm not gonna even say put hands on her, but just corner her ass and just scare the shit out of her and record it. That's all I'm asking. I don't even want y'all to put hands on her. Just get her on video like they had her on the ring with her crusty, dusty looking ass, looking like a bum with that big old hearse she driving around. Um, they said her ass was petrified and thought she would never run into the family. And see, I've been saying that. I'm like, the reason why she didn't want to move down there in the first place is because she was scared to death she was gonna run into them. And I'm like, can you just imagine um running into this couple, this man that you were she was in love with, and been with for years, and the fact that she can't admit that she fucked up, that she was at fault for a lot of the shit that went down. Instead of saying, I I ruined my family or I had a part in it, you know, and I regret. Maybe she don't regret, but I think she really do. But the fact that you have to know that you're gonna run into them living in the same area or neighborhood or in the same vicinity and talking all that shit. And that's why somebody was saying she never left the fucking house hardly. But then again, when she lived in Florida, slightly more familiar. But she know her way around Texas too, because she lived there before too. But just the fact of the matter that you don't even have friends. Let's just talk about the friends aspect for a minute. Like, you don't have friends. And I remember she said one time, not that long ago, about how, she was in Texas and she was alone, and, that's just what it was. And it wasn't really a big deal. It is what it is. Um, and it's like, I become an introvert and a loner, but not at 32. Bitch, at 32, I was still living my best fucking life. I was out here in these streets. You hear me? Mm. You know, I had a situation within the past 5, 6 years. I just kind of became an introvert, and I kind of went through a depression and stuff. So I don't, I'm not, and plus I'm older now too. Shit, I'm 43. I ain't really out here like that. No way, for what? But when I was in my 30s, for one thing, I had friends. I had a circle. And I'm not even saying like you should have a bunch of girlfriends. I don't believe in that shit. My daughter only 25 and she has a circle. She got, her best friend, um, and another couple of good girlfriends. And I can honestly say that. She not, and I've known bitches that know bitches that know bitches that know bitches that just got, they just hang deep. They deep as hell. But my daughter and a lot of, in that way she's like me as well. You know, just a handful of good friends. Your best friend and a handful of good girlfriends. And I'm the same way, you know. Um because to not have any friends, I'm a loner now, but I got, for example, my cousin, which is, that's blood technically, but you know, hell, I got, she don't even seem like she don't have that. Like, bitch, do your mother got sisters and brothers? Like, you don't have no first cousins? And she been on here 10 years, and I be like, if I was a blogger, y'all would have seen some of my peoples by now. They not camera shy. They don't give a fuck about this shit. And I don't have a presence on here where I'm like talking tough shit and creating all kinds of enemies. So it wouldn't be no reason. But I have a cousin who she don't want to be filmed regardless. You know what I'm saying? She don't give a fuck. Do not take a picture of her. Period. But if I was a vlogger, y'all would at least for the past 10 years, same fucking thing with Christy and Jazz. Where is y'all peoples? First cousins, second cousins. My God. Me and my sister-in-law, we done went out. They moved to Texas. They in Texas now, but my sister-in-law, we would go out to eat. My my cousin, a couple of my cousins, I meet up with them. We go out for lunch, brunch, once every 2 weeks or some shit, once a month. It was a date. My cousin to this day, she be like, "You always took me out. You always used to pay. Always used to, say, hey, come on, let's go out to eat." So I wouldn't have had no choice but to show my people, even if I blurred them out. You know what I'm saying? So to not have any friends, and I do have friends that's like, I ain't with that shit either. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to be recorded, and I don't blame them. But I would blur them out. Um, but it's just funny to me, like, and even as far as making new friends, like I don't really believe in that now, especially now that I'm 43. Um, you know, I mean, I've taken a liking to some coworkers and things like that. Yeah, true enough. We'll go out and stuff like that and kick it. And I've gotten really close to coworkers, but and then in this field, it's not the typical coworker setup, but there are other YouTubers that are, that live in close proximity or that they can link up with, in a town over, the next city over, whatever. Um, and they rarely do that once in a blue moon. Um, Jazz did it, what, almost 2 years ago. I don't know if Liv ever did it. And then she had the one friend with the purse she stole. Whatever, child. Chrissy, she had her little meetup thing. Whatever, child. That was a mess. But as far as friendships, I mean, all three of these ladies just proved that they are not capable um of being a friend and or maintaining friendships. And Olivia being in Texas all alone, you know, um, where the only people she could talk to is her mother and her sister. I mean, bitch, you lived in Texas for a period of time. You ain't got nobody you could call and kick it. Not to mention, I mean, you could divorce whoever, and but you still, there's still family members from your ex that you could still kind of be somewhat cool with. I know it's hard when that happens and people feel like they got to take sides, but um and I can't think personally like who if I'm friends with anybody that's divorced and shit like that, because that can get awkward and tough. But there are people that you can break up with and just still be cool with their people. Um, I mean, shit. I got an ex that I could still go by and visit his people to this day, and it's been damn near 20 years or more. I could go over there today and kick it. Um, But that's just because that's the kind of person I am. I'm not a mean spirited, vindictive, evil bitch. And I value friendships and family because ultimately those drives people is those kids' family. And when you burn bridges like that and make people feel a way about you, because she said the mother, Gerard's mother, threatened her, which it wouldn't have been no threat, bitch. I would have came to your house and they would have bailed me out because I would have went up all sides of her motherfucking head because, bitch, I got a son. And you best believe you could try him if you want to. But me and his sister, we don't play no games. Me, his sister, his aunt, cousins, no. Oh, she would have got fucked up if I was his mother. She would have got fucked all the way up. So, I mean, she chose to alienate those people when they could have been a help to her. That's just crazy. That's crazy. And that just goes to show how you really were raised. And speaking of exes, like, everybody's situation is different. I'm not trying to compare it to Olivia, but like my daughter's ex boyfriend from high school, I text him every matter of fact, I'm gonna text him for Christmas, and he just had a baby. Um, and I text him for the holidays. I text him for Thanksgiving, And I just thought about him. I just text him and shoot him a little Thanksgiving or Happy Merry Christmas text. You know, because he's a good kid overall. They just didn't work out. Whatever. But anyway, so let's finish. You can tell Liv don't know shit about black folks and the creed we live by. If you say it's on site, this is exactly what Yanni was saying. If you say it's on site, it's on site. It can be on site at your wedding, at a funeral, at graduation, the hospital, McDonald's, down the street, anywhere. If you say it's on site, you better be fucking. You better wait. What? You better be on fucking go and clearly Liv don't know. I should say that to my daughter. It's on site. They said she's about to find out. Sounds like Gerard and Nisha have bail money. I honestly don't know how Nisha's sister restrained herself. Bitch, my finger would have been all up in her face, upside her head. And I'm going to just go ahead and run with that shit because that gives me complete satisfaction. I'm just going to believe the fact that she said the girl was all up in her face because, yes, bitch, yes. Nisha's sister knew what she was doing, and it would be like how my younger sister would have been. I bet you she made it clear that anyone could press you, even in the mall with your kids. Tread lightly. Notice how even after it calmed down, Liv was still flustered and red. She knows Nisha family mean business, and she was caught off guard. It's a little different when the setting is the mall and not at a drop off. Welcome to Dallas. She talks so much mess to be scary. I'm glad Nisha. And then still sitting up there talking shit. Still sitting up there talking shit. She just don't get it. And the crazier part is, it don't even have to be someone in proximity to Gerard. People get hurt for real in real life off this internet shit. And why she think it's a game is just is beyond me. It's just beyond me that she sat up there and laughed and giggled and still. And I'm not saying, listen, you can say what you want. It's free speech, right? First Amendment free speech. But be prepared to back that shit up. That's it and that's all. So she can keep talking that shit. She better carry that mess 24/7, and she better be able to grab a hold to it real quick, because if a bitch knock you upside your head unexpectedly, you not gonna know what the hell hit you before you be you won't have a chance to grab your thing, to grab your mace or whatever the hell you carrying on you. Notice how her big burly ass all of a sudden changed her tune after getting pumped. Now she's loving light. Apparently she called Jasmine, and I love that for her. Let Jasmine get locked up and getting involved in shit she ain't got no business being in. They gonna put her right in the male gym not put her in male population. See, and this is what's crazy. This is the crazier thing, because she called Jazz, which, okay, if you consider that a friend, I mean, I guess that is her friend. Regardless if she talks shit about her, that's what they consider friendship, right? So Jazz, she calling on Jazz, big burly ass. But bitch, Jazz can't protect you. Jazz got them 5 kids. Where you think Jazz gonna be at when you out making a run to the store or to the Walmart? And before you know it, again, you gonna get caught off guard, and you ain't gonna know what the hell hit you, bitch. You ain't gonna know what hit you. Neo head is so big. Um, Liv failed to realize some people live a life she pretends to have online, and I hope she learned today, but apparently now she's back online. Oh, this was Friday, y'all. So this is kind of, I'm catching up. I'm catching up. We had a big snowstorm here, so I made a video about that last night. If you care to listen, um, I'm trying to see what Christmas movie I could watch. Why is all of these? I love a Christmas story. Oh shit, I ain't buying HBO Max. Not Live being punked by they said the chick 5'4". How they find that out? Nisha's sister in Yanni's chat. Now see, we don't know for sure if that was Nisha's sister. We don't really know what the hell. I told her I'm gonna knock that phone right out your hand to try to record, and she thought twice. Ooh. So I don't know. I guess I don't know. I guess this was Nisha's sister. I don't know. Somebody talking to Yanni, so they quite comfortable with Yanni. Somebody in that camp obviously is cool with her besides Nisi. I think obviously. So anyway, she said I told her I'm not gonna I went off on her. She didn't say not a word. And for her to have all that mouth talking about it wasn't the right time or place to fight. But why you ain't talk your shit? You the queen of shit talking. If nothing else, but I know she know. Once you start running that mouth, ain't listen, because I don't argue. I don't argue. I might say a few words, but after that shit, bitch, it's on and popping. We about to throw them hands, cause I don't talk tough. I'm really not a good talker. So if we got an issue, if we got beef, or if you run up on me and you know, push up on me like that, oh bitch, it's not even gonna be it ain't gonna be no need for words to be honest with you. But I'm just still surprised with all that shit talking that she do. That but she knew better because it's only so much yelling and back and forth you could do before somebody gets swinging, bitch. Because then fingers get to being poked at each other, and your finger in my face, my finger in your face, and the next thing you know, we on that ground rolling around. And Olivia was Olivia like, shit, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. I just do this shit for TV. But the thing of it is, you talk tough for fun and games, but you talking about real people, bitch. You talking about real people. So you need to find some other people to make up. You know what I'm saying? You need to find some other folks and create some other stories, because you keep using these real people, you gonna see you gonna get more than what you bargained for. So let's keep going. Liv so fucking mad Gerard didn't protect, as if his ass was over there cackling. She was mad the kids don't dance at her house and they called her Olivia. Wait, what? She was mad that the kids don't dance at her house and they called her Olivia. I heard about that. Now, what the hell is that all about? Welcome. Oh, she moving ASAP now. So I wonder, I've been going back and forth about this. I'm like, is she using this as an excuse to move back to Florida? And to be honest, I hope she do. I really do. Cause I just, to me, it feels like one big disruption. It's like she came there and it just ain't. It really has not been a peaceful existence. You know, and she just causing tension and causing drama, and the poor kids are stuck in the middle. Um, it's bad enough they can't really tell her how much they. I could just imagine the conversation that especially the baby might come up and say, or how they feel like they have to. Um, what's the word? The kids feel like they have to pull back on how they feel about Nisha. They can't really show their excitement about her. They can't really talk about what they do with their dad and Nisha because you know what I'm saying. And poor Christian, like he can't tell her, oh, I was at my football game. God forbid, he might slip up and say, and Nisha was cheering all loud for me and she had my back, whatever, whatever. And granted, like, it's a contentious situation. So, but as an adult, you can't allow yourself to feel away. You have to provide the most, um, what's the word? The safest place for the kids to be able to express themselves. And the fact that they can't say, I love I love Nisha. Or they can't say, Nisha did this or Nisha did that. I could just imagine what they said to her about her hair and how she grew her hair and things like that. They can't talk to her about Nisha other than feeling like they better not say this or that and her interrogating them. I could just imagine. Can you just imagine the interrogation that she does to these children? Anyway, that's why I say she get what she deserve. If somebody smacked the shit out of her, I would not be mad. I ain't gonna even lie. Live so fucking mad Gerard didn't protect her. Um. Uh oh. So this might be so allegedly Tuna was in Yanni's chat. I heard about that too. And I guess they said when they went to her, I want to say Yanni said when she went to her page, it really was her. So here Olivia goes, ran up with a lot of hot breath. Girl, mind your business. And Wesley, shut your ugly ass up. You bitches fans, all you do is talk about me, keep talking. Yeah, they talk and they get a bag. I don't get a bag, but I work, so I don't, you know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, I'll take the money um, if I can get it now. Don't get it twisted. Look at this shit. So, Gerard, I think Liv. I don't know why this girl think that talking about her, people talk about her just for fun. I'm trying to get to the bag too. Shit. Oh, what is this called? Dirty John? This lady crashed into this house. Um, shit, I'm trying to get a bag too, bitch. Don't think somebody talking about you just you know, just because, I mean, yeah, it's a hobby and, but we trying to get views. And eventually, if I can get a bag off of it, I'm going to get a bag too. But girl, you ain't being talked about because you somebody so fabulous and fantastic. Girl, a fan of what? Losing your kids? Of living in the hood at 32 years old? I mean, it's one thing to, okay, yeah, you and Gerard started out that way. But bitch, you 10 years in now, lost your husband, lost your kids, and you back at square one. Nobody, trust and believe, nobody is a fan of that. So you can gas yourself up all day long, honey. Honey, because I've been living in the same house for 11 years, 3 bedroom, full basement, private, my own garage, backyard, front yard, good schools, and I have my, I've never lost custody of my kids. Okay. So, I think Liv was saying that she was mad because it was his folks and thought he would have did something. Someone in Yanni's chat that the kids called her Olivia and that she said it on IG, but I didn't see it. So here she go again. No, it's me, ugly, manly looking bitch. Like I said, that dog face hoe ran up and didn't do shit. And tell her thank you for that dumb shit. Best believe she gonna be dealt with properly. Keep talking, fam. Mm. I just think this is crazy that this is what you have to do when you got a baby at home. You not making no money. You got all these failed business attempts, and you living in a double wide trailer or some shit. Yanni says she has her blocked, that she had to comment under the Glam channel. The Kamaz confirmed it's her and Shay. You know it's her because she always watching. I guess you always in ass crack because you bored with that ugly baby over there. Good night, ugly. Here she go again. Yeah, I'm real soft. Catch me outside, bitches, and actually do something when you run up, dummies. I'm done. You hoes are fans. Ooh, child. Liv failed to realize some people live the life she pretends to have online. Didn't she say any place, anytime? Yanni said it's a shame that she in her chat and this is what she doing over with the weekend with her kids. That's crazy. She got her kids and she in that girl chat talking mess. She's talking about catch me outside and do something, but she could smell the girl breath. She happy she getting attention. Cutie Squad said judge. She and Yanni chat and the kids are unsupervised. Mm. Let's get ready to rumble. Yanni gonna pull up in Dallas. She bought that life. Yo, I wonder what I would do if I was Yanni. Um, I mean, cause listen, my thing is this: they letting murderers out on a tether. So if she get that work, shit, how much time you think somebody really gonna do? A man just literally in my, and I know it's a whole different city, state, jurisdiction, but a man literally just dropped a baby on his head in Miami in a Walmart 4 times and got out of jail on a $4,500 bond. Or the girl that was in the Miami airport in Alabama, from Alabama that attacked um the workers there, the TSA workers. What did she get? A $4,500, $5,500 bail or some shit? Girl, they ain't putting nobody in jail for real, for real. She gonna be back in Florida by the new year. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't be surprised. I will say this. I don't think she gonna be there a whole year. Now, y'all can say the new year. I'm gonna give it by this time next year. She will not be there because for one thing, Olivia is not content with herself. Olivia needs therapy. She needs medication. Olivia is like a child acting out. She's depressed. She has no sense of direction. She always saying she gonna do this or do that and never follow through from going to school, buying the tattoo shit. She'll be back in Florida for sure. Or California, whatever. She not gonna be in Texas this time next year. I'ma say that. I'm a bet. I'll give it a year. Some of y'all saying a lot sooner. I'ma give it a year because she just will not be able to take, you know, um, and I don't know when Gerard and Nisha plan on getting married, but if they plan on getting married by the summer, because of course they don't want to spill it, they probably won't tell the kids either, until it gets much closer to the time. But if they get married this year, I think she really just gonna lose it altogether, and that's gonna be the final straw. Um, just because, and it's more about Liv seeing somebody happy and mad that her own life is not the way, you know what I'm saying, she would have wanted it to be. But my thing is, it's enough Sims out there that I can actually see Olivia getting married, or at least getting with a guy long term. Because I don't even know if she want to get remarried. Um, well, then again, I think she did say she want to get married. Whatever, I don't know. But Texas is big enough that if she would focus on, I mean, she need to focus on herself and her child, to be honest. But if she was serious about getting a man and being that Stella is around, I think there's enough simps out there that would be willing to take her on, to be honest. And she could have a man if she wanted to. But her issue is she won't get better than Gerard. Brandon was probably a little step above, Zolo. And they say he was an alcoholic. Now, somebody who don't mind her being in control or whatever, um, or even if she toned it down a bit and wasn't so nasty and grew up a little bit, she probably could find a father for that child. Because ultimately, a family life leads to structure. So when I say she needs a man, she needs a man. She needs a man for structure. She needs a man that would be willing to step in and be a father figure to their child. She would have to allow him to be, especially if he's willing to take on somebody else's responsibility. But she ain't nowhere near ready for no shit like that. So, but I'm just saying, if she wanted, I feel like it's enough men out there in Texas somewhere that just might be willing to put up with her shenanigans to an extent if she would just tone it down and and close that yap of hers a little bit. Why bite her tongue, and not treat him as bad as she treated Gerard? She might have a chance, but you can't tell Tough Tony that. Olivia likes to play tough and act big and bad when she runs her mouth talking restlessly. Her fear of bumping into someone who doesn't like her or her antics is probably the real reason why she says she doesn't like going outside in Texas. Always looking over her shoulder and making excuses, pretending she doesn't know any details for the kids to exit. Yeah, exactly. And that's a big reason why she was on here talking crazy about how she didn't know where this football field was and everybody else knew. I knew a girl who stayed running her mouth and acted just like Liv. She often had people's siblings traveling from different areas to check her temperature. Of course, her tune would change when she was confronted, but then by then it was usually too late. The fact that people was in her chat telling her to file a police report, and she and Yanni chat saying this is going to get handled. These people are crazy. Like she could talk mess, make threats, but when somebody check her in public, it's a problem. Ain't nothing the police can do. Nobody was touched. Please stop the Karen mess. These ho-ho-hos obsessed. I said what the F I said. Girl, Libby, you better talk that talk. She said, I'm going to talk my shit. Liv gonna learn that some people have family and friends. I bet she would start looking over them shoulders. Rah rah. Not the only one in the streets ready to tussle with Liv. She must want to know what that ass whooping feels like. And again, I just don't understand for the life of me. For the life of me. For you to be so concerned about your kids, you raggedy bum bitch. You steady on here talking shit. It would behoove you to shut the fuck up. Because if you cannot fight, you really need to watch what the fuck you say. And I'm all for the First Amendment. But you need to tone it down. Because you treading thin ice. And you think it's a game because what you gonna call the police after you get your ass whooped? And whoever whooped that ass, they already know what time it's gonna be. So obviously they ain't worried about it. Anybody that, is over the age of 21, hell, over the age of 18, you already know what's gonna happen. My daughter had to go, she didn't go to jail. It was her first offense. But she whooped she whooped the chick ass at work. And she had to go to court, and it was her first offense, and, she did her little, whatever, paid her court fees and whatever else, little probation and stuff, whatever, and it got dropped. Oh, y'all, hold on one second. Bree's still out there! They still down there! My bad, y'all. My neighbor, she drove down the street, dug herself out of her driveway, drove down the street with 10 feet of snow in the street, and she's still at the corner. You fool. The street's not even, they haven't even come over here to plow, and I live in the suburbs, and they take care of us, and they ain't even got down our street yet. They usually always make sure we straight. And they ain't even got down here yet because it's a blizzard. It's the blizzard. We got 10 feet of snow. The parking lot across the street from me is a church. And the snow is halfway up the building. In the front, especially. I'm surprised that they ain't covered the cars, but you can't get out of the parking lot. Shit. Now, my neighbors have been down this street for damn near 2 hours. I done cooked a whole dinner and they are still digging. I don't know where the fuck she was playing, where she thought she was going. I should go down there, ask her, but it's cold as shit outside. Like, I went outside to pull up my garbage cans, straighten them up, and take out the garbage. And I was frozen. My screen door frozen. It's got icicles inside the door. Shit. Anyway, um, was the kids calling her mom or Olivia because someone said they call her by her first name? Yeah, her like earlier, Ryan didn't for sure, and I think Robin did it for sure, and Robin did as well. She didn't correct him. She sort of had a weird look on her face and laughed it off. So Robin said, "My name ain't Candy Beach." What does that mean? She loves calling black women roaches. I can't wait until she get popped in the mouth. I believe every single word. Liv definitely cried in a car, and I know her sister called her every fat bitch in the book. Um, See, so this person says, so Gerard witnessed the encounter. Why would she expect him to do something? And see, this is where the lie comes into play. Because she claimed Gerard didn't do shit. But the way she tells the story, of course she gonna make him sound like he didn't do nothing while his kids were standing there because she want to make him look like an asshole. But I just can't believe them kids stood there comforting her while they stood there laughing. Are you kidding me? I could just imagine what really happened. I mean, I know, she obviously she got punked off, but as far as what Gerard and them did, I can't imagine them not comforting the kids. At least she may not have. They may not have did what she wanted them to do by stopping the girl from getting in Liv's face. And it probably happened so fast that, Gerard was probably like, okay, all right, that's enough, that's enough. All right, kids, we'll see y'all in a couple of days. And of course, Liv gonna blow it up and make it seem like, you know what I'm saying? Plus, them kids probably, they know that lady. If she Nisha's sister, they know her. So she an aunt to them. So they probably looking at, I'm sure they probably was confused as hell. But I don't think they was scared in that way that Olivia making it sound like. Because that's a really close family. And shit, to be honest, if them kids probably, they probably looked at it like, well, shit, she must be talking shit for a reason. I don't know. I just don't know if I believe that the kids were so overwhelmed and so, upset. I don't know about all that. I don't know if I believe all of that. Been talking smack for 2 years. You finally see her in person. And Santa and the whole line of kids. Christian saved her ass whooping. I just want to hear the true story like everybody. I know everybody else do too. They gonna lock her up for that child support. Yanni said Olivia called the cops. Listen, she gonna have a warrant on her ass in a minute. That's just what it's gonna be. I think it's slowly hitting her that delusion that Gerard does not care. He really and she really did seem disappointed that Gerard didn't do nothing because as much shit as she talked and as contentious as they are, you know what I'm saying? To me, she sound like it's something were to happen to Gerard that she wouldn't do nothing but laugh it off either. I wouldn't trust her to defend Gerard. And I'm not saying that means that he doesn't have to, you know, kind of try to intervene, but shit, if somebody jumped Gerard, or if her dude, say her dude was big and bad enough to fight Gerard, she be on her dude's side all day. She wouldn't be trying to break it up talking about that's my baby daddy, that's my ex husband, don't do that. Girl, bye. Waking up to hear that Tuna got ran down and punked in front of Santa has me so tickled. Don't talk shit and you won't get checked. The way she went on about the fact her kids were there is laughable. How many times were the kids present when she berated Gerard on camera? How many times was the kids present when she called Nisha the maid and the help? She had her kids calling Zolo daddy. She been bucking for years. I hope someone recorded it. Either way, I truly believe there's an ass whooping in her future. At 5'8" and 350 pounds, she too big to be a coward. She could have at least pinched her or something. Oh, excuse me. Um, and she says she made it seem like she needed to schedule an appointment to get ran up on. She got body checked and hands in her face. Ain't no way. I know she cried on the way home. Jasmine jumping in talking about she'll fight the sister. Girl, Jasmine, you gonna get your ass fucked up. That's a big ass family, girl. And they will tear your ass up. Between the sister and Nisha, and say Jasmine caught herself fighting for Olivia, girl, they would have bashed your head into that cement. Um, and the crazier thing is just that, like, y'all bitches got kids. Y'all ain't just got a kid, two kids. Y'all bitches got mad kids. And I know, some of y'all, that don't matter, right? Um, but if y'all asses go to jail, or somebody like Jazz go to jail, why would you risk that for 5 kids over this bum bitch that sit up here and talk shit all day? That's somebody you really gonna risk running up on somebody for, or on behalf of? I mean, shit, I got a best friend too, but right is right and wrong is wrong. If she talks shit and somebody press her, I'm not about to defend that shit. I'll let her fight. She not gonna get jumped. She gonna fight 1-on-1. You know what I'm saying? But and I don't even deal with people like that. Like if my best friend was to, constantly write a check that her ass can't cash, she wouldn't be my friend. That's just on per. You know what I'm saying? I don't get down like that. I don't have time for the silly shit, you know? My best friend, she into a lot of shit that I'm not into. And that's why, I mean, we kind of keep distant now, but that's always gonna be. I always consider her a sister. Um, and whenever we talk, it's like we just catch it, like we catching up, like we never, stop talking. We just, everything fall into place. But she kind of live a different lifestyle than me, and you gotta kind of. Sometimes you gotta separate yourself from people that really ain't going in the same direction. That's all I'm saying. I mean, not that Jazz and Olivia, they like two peas in a pod. They one and the same. Liv should have got. Excuse me, y'all. Liv should have got popped in the mouth. All that big bad shit she was talking. All sister had to say was talk your shit now. and Liv big ass and went flying through that mall to get her car. Scary ass hog. um, I love that Gerard stood there and laughed, and it sounded like Liv was just so disgusted and hurt by that. I'm the mother of his kids. I'm still the mother of his kids. Girl, he don't give a damn. Here in Texas, we have mutual combat laws. If people meet up for an agreed upon, they can legally scrap so long as no weapons are involved and it does not cause a public nuisance. Rara approached her in the mall to accept her invitation on site. There you go. After all that woofing and threats, they could find a video where she talking that shit. Tuna then declined and agreed. Tuna then declined and agreed upon. Sonisha and company left after telling her to stop selling whoop tickets. Rara did nothing wrong in the eyes of Texas. Liv just a PAO. I'm not saying Liv should throw hands in the mall. However, it is a perfect time to voice her grievances and meet at another location in the future, since she declared it was on site. Olivia be playing with Black American vernacular like the words don't mean shit. We can weave spells with our words. The fuck you talking about? Yo, the comment section do not be playing. They done found the mutual combat law. He should have he should have shouted world star. Y'all, my hour and 11 minutes in, y'all. Y'all rolling with me like that? I don't know how long y'all gonna hang out with me. I'm already an hour and 11 minutes. Then when she explained the story, she didn't realize how scary her ass actually is. Padded details. Living's lucky Christian didn't want it to pop off. Something tells me Robin was sticking to her head. Let these hoes fight. Shit, I said the kids probably was sitting there like, my mom really do be talking a lot of shit. Like, my mother really do be talking a lot of shit. Let her ass get a taste of her own medicine. Shit, she walking around, she slapping the kids inside their head. I didn't realize how horrible she talked to them kids until I saw an old video. That lady crazy. Now that she's being clowned by everyone for being scary, she running that mouth again. So the one time I decided to catch these early, all hell break loose. Liv, I got a couple of questions. Christian was abused, and his abuser was inches away from you, and you didn't do what? What are you talking about? Oh, talking about Nisha. Yeah, my thing. I'm assuming that's what they talking about because she claimed that Nisha popped Christian upside his head. I wish my son would have came home and said his stepmother hit him upside the head. Bitch, let me get my clothes on and get in this car. Cause I'm coming to see you. I'm coming to see you. You did what to my son? Um Or, I might take the approach because I know his mother, his stepmother. And if she did pop him upside the head, he probably deserved it. And of course, but this is something Olivia blew up and made it seem like, Nisha was just this big bad wolf and she slapped him upside the head, and how dare she, um, and act as though his own father would allow this woman to hurt them. She made it sound so, you know, out of line, out of pocket. But now she run into them, but she ain't got shit to say. Never mind, rah-rah coming up in your face, bitch. You ain't say nothing to Nisha. That was ample opportunity to put toss the baby to the side and say, "Here, somebody hold the baby." Since she was so mad and acting as though Nisha, you caused CPS on her. If I really felt that way and say my son said his stepmother did some shit like that, and I really felt, it was, in an abusive way, and I called CPS, oh, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you. And I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm out here in the streets like that, and I'm, this um big bad, tough talking, whatever. But if it's my child and I feel like it's bad enough that I call CPS, oh, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna have my pocket knife, my mace, and everything else. And I'm gonna politely knock on that door. And when you answer, I'm gonna spray you all the way up and down. Especially if I can't fight. And that's something else. That's something that she should be asked. Hopefully, if I catch her live, I want to know. I'm gonna say, so since you was a few feet away from Nisha, and she so called, she allegedly, or she put hands on Christian, why you ain't say nothing to her? Miss, there's a time and a place. Cause bitch, you only had the kids 4 days a month. I'm just saying. Um, and another thing, I really can't stand cop collar, especially on black men. And why did you call Gerard after the fact? Oh yeah, and then for her to after the fact, you know what I'm saying? After the fact, text him because she can't call him. Text him talking about why you didn't take up for me. Girl, where do you think you are? You think you on Love and Hip Hop or something? Like when this man say he don't give a fuck about you, he don't care about you at all. Shit, he probably wish you go somewhere and just disappear. Cause he got plenty of help. He don't need you watching them kids. They can go on vacation anytime. They got plenty of support. I know one thing, he wouldn't be too upset if your ass took off and went somewhere. Um okay, no nobody care about that. Tuna needs to leave black women alone. Liv really was mad. Gerard was laughing. It didn't do anything. I was cracking up when the sister said she wished the mother, aka Stella, was with her. Stella be talking cash shit behind the scenes. Mm. Oh, wow. When Liv called the police, she told them Nisha threatened her life. No, she didn't. Nisha said that? The nervous bitch slander this man every day and still expecting to fight her battles. She says, pull up on site. Then when her invitation is accepted, now they about to make a collage of her talking cash shit. And then Gerard could take that right to the judge. When she tells her version of events at certain points, she was smirking. Ultimately, she's just a keyboard thug who gets her kicks out of antagonizing people, then plays the victim. Excuse me. Okay, I thought, but this was too juicy. I didn't expect her to get ran up on. I'm gonna give her time with her kids and respond. Tuna, you can't say Antonisha means nothing when you constantly talked about her for 2 years. How does somebody mean nothing when she the damn fiance? So when you if you getting ever get engaged, um, then that's the kids. They can't call him stepdaddy, or they can't call him pops. They can't say that's my stepfather. He's gonna mean nothing. If Gerard said that, he would sound crazy. What in the world? Star hip hop offering out ass whoopings in front of children, Santa and Jesus. Olivia, you better leave them folks alone. They gonna rip their ponytail. I don't know Nisha, but at this point, I like to bop live. See, that's what I'm saying. At one point, I was seeing red, bitch, and I live all the way in upstate New York, and I would have gladly took a flight just to walk up on her ass and say boo. Cause that's all it take. That's all you gotta do with her. She didn't um she done basically revealed her own self. I would just I would have fun taking a flight just to say boo to this bitch now. The sister who Jasmine, she can't get live Manisha's brothers when she went to the football field and said, "Oh, they won't do shit." Then she met the sisters and they want her ass on a Dollar Tree platter. Man lived talking about there was a million kids by Santa. Bitch, Santa could get that smoke too. The best part of healing is when you realize your ex is a loser. What? No, that's not how you heal, honey. First of all, you don't wish ill or you don't think ill of your ex. That's not how you heal. You wish them well, you asshole. And she's claimed to have wished him well multiple times. Now she want to call him a loser. Girl, a loser is a man who realized that, you know, he made a mistake and he got out of the situation, tried to, and worked on getting himself together. Now he's engaged, living in a home with his fiance and his children. And you call him the loser? No, that's not how you heal. That's not how you heal. Healing is when you accept accountability for your past mistakes and say, yo, I was a part in the demise of my marriage. We both cheated. I was hurt. I said some things, vice versa. And, now I'm attempting to move on and do better. That type of talk. That's what's called healing. Oh, not now. Okay, Jazz. Now you run out to HEB all the time. They know where you go. You go there on a regular. So you gonna get run up on too, sis. Rara said, "Who was Jazz? Told her she could get around." Said, "Oh, they got something in common. They don't take care of their kids." Jazz, keep talking that shit. Your second home is HEB. Don't act like they don't know. Jazz inserting herself that ain't got nothing to do with her. Nothing. Dumbass. The fact that Pepper was scared to step to someone less than half her weight. And them little ones will take your big ass down. They say that bigger you are, the harder you motherfucking fall, bitch. How long does healing take? Exactly. You should have been healed the minute you popped out that big headed baby of yours. The hell you talking about? Healing is when you realize your ex was a loser. No, you're the loser that had a baby by a man that you won't even claim as your child's father. Now so then she goes online saying she's scared for her life, and she never threatened anyone. Like literally last month said she would slap Misha and that her daughter woke up crying because of what happened. Jesus. Liv is on live claiming human rights violations and her life being threatened. I would love to be the cop taking that statement. Your life was threatened by violence. You invited and provoked into your life. Pull up, run up, Maze Roaches. We don't play them caring games in this community. Someone has bail money, bitch, so buckle up. She thinks this will solidify her case, but it's not because her ass bought it to her door and now she's mad. Exactly. And I seen somebody try to pull that shit on Judge Judy one time. And Judge Judy was like, You know how Judge Judy be. She don't play them games. She like, You, it was something about how I think it might have been a little different where the person was in, like, just say for example, they was in a car or some shit, and the person pulled up on them, and Judge Judy was like, "You should have stayed your ass in that car. Why you get out the car? You know, same difference. Talking shit online, and then when somebody run up on your ass, then you hollering about um you a victim. It don't work like that, you know. But that shit was funny on Judge Judy. My neighbors finally they made it. They made it back home. Bree. They got the car back to the house. They got the car back to the house. Yo, it's literally been 2 hours, and they was literally down the street for 2 hours digging the car out the snow. And they back at the house because they never should have fucking left in the first place because the street ain't even plowed. Yo, my neighbors is crazy. I can't wait to ask her, like, what was you thinking? How is it? She's scared for her life. Yes, still online telling folks to run up again. Yo, Liv is an asshole. I swear. I mean, the whole what's the rapper that got killed at the Roscoe's? You know what I'm saying? It's that whole social media now. Granted, she don't go live and host, post her location. But you never know. Somebody shit. What if somebody came knocking on your door? Because I'm sure somebody know where you live. The way Fifi out here getting these damn court documents, they got your address. I just couldn't create them kind of enemies in today's society because people will just really, you just don't know what people are capable of and what they willing to do. She said no one outside of Gerard's camp has ever run up on her in public. Then she said that someone ran up on her at the beauty school. Yeah. Wait, did she? Or they called? She's insufferable. She shouldn't be focused on spending quality. She should be focused on spending quality time with her children. Super caring mode. So in the video last night, she shared Gerard and Nisha were standing over to the side laughing. Now today, all three of them were in her face threatening her. Man, right? Damn, I'm thinking maybe she shouldn't have done that. Y'all think Gerard could get in trouble? As long as she have Gerard's views together for his child support check. It said no, he not gonna get in trouble. Mutual combat laws in Texas, no crime here. Tuna asked for a pull up and on site and to watch when taking out the trash. She can't even Karen if she wanted to. She didn't know the girl, but she got three girls. How you know how many kids and their gender? Oh, she don't. Oh, so she must have said she don't know who she is, but she knows she got three girls. Olivia, she swear she don't be all up in they Instagrams and the kids telling her what's going on or giving her little tidbits like she don't know. I'm listening to Tasha talking about it. I'm not subscribed. What? I knew eventually all that talking would catch up. I wish they would have beat her. Liv needs to realize some folks don't play about their family. This is why I say that was unnecessary. Now she could play victim, follow police support. She's talking about Santa sitting there with her son AJ was in his stroller. It wasn't him as someone stated about the Texas law about fighting. Olivia should have sat quietly and ate her unseasoned food. So Howard ain't off to the side last night, but now Nisha and Gerard up in her face. I love that she shook and scared, but man, what are you gonna do when you owe child support and back rent? Well, Niecy did say to Olivia when she came back to Texas, watch your back. And now her big ass scared to go to the store. She's going back to Florida because she got to at least go out to get gas, to take the kids back and pick them up. She can go kart anything else but not gas. Yeah, and she can't keep calling the police. What is this? I swear. I be breaking out. Olivia keep calling you, and that is so true because if she keep calling the damn police, they gonna be looking at her like she crazy. Um, they said Texas laws are wild. This attorney has free advice for Liv and a payment plan. Threatening someone can be illegal in Texas. She's just trying to drive this narrative. Her dummy gang. Oh, she has all the keywords today. Stella reminded her how to Karen. I understand the emotion from the sister, but I wish that could have been done outside the presence of Gerard and Nisha. She's not going to do anything as a storyline for her. I love finding these little gems in her own chat. She's scared to go into the store because she may get ran up on. I'm convinced one dummy gang member understands what on site means. They all they will all cry and call the cops. Excuse me. Girl, ain't nobody making no appointment to run up on you. Gerard and Nisha should have taken the kids off to go get some ice cream and let the sister handle her business. um, I live in Dallas. I've seen the court tell people we have proof you started it. Move around in case dismissed. Verbal altercations don't mean the kids are unsafe. Was she yelling at the kids or Liv? Gerard and Liv had verbal altercation in the house in front of kids and recorded it. Push to have her arrested for failure to pay child support. Gloves off. Go in on her. She what? All right, we're gonna wrap this up, y'all. Let's see what it is, y'all. What's up in the mall? She should. Olivia friend says she was going to study the situation and get back with you. Now you know that means she's about to get a sip of wine and walk you online. Friend is good for a comparison compilation. Ah! Oh my god. Mm. I love me some friend. I love friend. Cause it take her. She be so over Olivia, but at the same time, she gotta get her coin. But she just be like, oh my god, this girl is boring. This is why I live in delusion. How are you gonna post a video without about being attacked, but have a whole live on IG acting like you are so big and bad? Let's listen to this real quick. We almost done, y'all. We almost done. Hour
So
30.
I know y'all saw that title, and yes, Liv almost got beat up at the mall, y'all. I was thinking it was not true. As soon as she wrote that title on her live stream, I'm like, here we go. Starts going off on her, talking about how she's been talking.
I gotta get one of them little face things. I want that little cartoon for my videos. Um, Olivia, I don't care how much weight Nisha may have gained. You absolutely can never, ever comment on it, period. What did she say about the girl and her weight? I mean, you can be a big girl and know how to dress. I done watched the Parkers a gazillion times already just because. And as big as Monique was back then, she dressed her ass off. So, I mean, of course, people can stand and lose weight, but there is a way to dress a big girl now. Don't get it twisted. And I've seen a lot of big girls that know how to dress their asses off. No, she didn't say we need some raid for these roaches. She said here the girl didn't touch her and said she got the video telling Yanni, telling Yanni to come to Dallas. She don't get that that's an invite. So is that considered, what the hell? Is that considered mutual combat? All Yanni want to do is, all Yanni want to do is race her. Yo, I don't know why that's so funny to me now. I was listening to Yanni earlier talking about she just want to race her. She tried to race her in Miami. She went to Miami. Tuna Can couldn't be bothered to drive to Miami because she knows she don't want that smoke. And then Yanni offering to come to Texas and get on the track and race her. Yo, that is the funniest shit ever. Can you imagine if what? Oh my god, why am I yelling like this? Oh, gee, excuse me. Y'all really believe Antonisha was there and the kids didn't run up to her? Maybe someone did threaten her. I doubt it. That's what I'm trying to fix. That's what I don't know. Like you just don't know with this bitch. You just don't know. Because I can't see Gerard standing there allowing the kids to comfort her while the sister point her finger all up in her face. But then I can see shit the kids being like, well, that's my mama, but she talk mad shit. Maybe someone. Okay, so this is somebody's. This is Ren Smoke Eye therapy. Theory. Maybe someone did threaten her. I doubt it, but the mall has cameras all over. I hope Gerard's lawyer subpoenas the footage and take her ass to court for lying and potentially it's endangering Gerard's parents. Now, see, um, event that he'll probably come out within the next day or two because now she's starting to lie and he don't. It's one thing. Listen, and I agree. Don't address everything she say, obviously, but when she tell them big lies, like now she talking about one minute, she was saying it was off to the side and they was just laughing at her, And now she trying to slowly but surely say that they was attacking her too or threatening her. Now Gerard, he definitely gonna come out and say something now because now the lie is just too big. He usually addresses like the bigger lies and then goes back into his little, hole. Um so I would imagine he coming out in a minute because this is ridiculous. If she has random people threatening her in front of the kids, their safety is at risk. Maybe she needs supervised visitation. The judge needs to put a muzzle on her mouth. Oh my lord. There's so many of these types of videos that could be made. Zelo Famous is officially off the market. She said yes. Welcome, Mrs. Smart. What? Child. Who say yes? Donna, damn, her ex is getting married. I wouldn't be surprised if Brandon's engaged or married too after dealing with her. They're ready to lock down a good woman as soon as they can. Need a part two with all her recent threats. Inquiring minds would like to know how exactly does she feel and fear her life when before the mall incident she was pulling up to their home uninvited, telling them to wash their bags even when they take out the trash, threatening to slap Nisha when she sees her face to face, and openly inviting folks to pull up. Then just last night after the incident, she was still hollering, "Run up and get done up." See, this all you got to do is take it to Judge Judy. I'm telling you, this right here. The more I'm reading about her shit talking, she would she could get her ass whooped and and nobody would nobody would be awarded any damages. It'd be just a fair fight. You know that Stella had to come because Liv can't have the 4 kids. I guess she never heard find out. Fuck around, find out. All I want for Christmas is somebody in Dallas to run up on Liv. Somebody in the mall recorded that encounter. Why would they do that? It was off the cuff. I'm trying to see who this person that called me. Um, why do people think that everything happens as grounds for going to court, back to court? Gerard won his case is closed. What? What? Oh my god. I gotta pause this for 1 second. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. I can't believe my neighbors though. And Merry Christmas. I forgot. Shit, I don't keep up with holidays no more. I swear. Um, why do people think that everything happens at Scramble Court? They have verbal altercations. And she said she was assaulted at the police station with her kids. Guess what? Exactly. That's so true. That's so true. Um, Nothing came from that story. On site means just that. On site, you think people set up an appointment to beat your ass. Olivia called me when the kids go back with my sister, then we can meet up. She got online playing victim. All right, all right, all right. Merry Christmas. Funny how she's always the victim. Uh, what's crazy is if they all would have ignored her at the mall, she would have really talked big shit after leaving, saying, "Yeah, that bitch saw me and was too scared to say anything." I'm from LA. I'm from LA. Bitches are scared of me. So it's okay for the kids to witness their dad having guns drawn on him by the police for simply picking them up, but she's appalled at getting bitched inside of a mall in front of Santa. Okay, girl. Beauty 44 says, and I don't know why, I feel like she may have overheard Gerard and Nisha talking while on the phone with the kids about the mall, and she purposely went to that mall to run into them. Eh, I don't know. So Taylor went into Yanni's life recently and said her daughter was ugly. The next day denied it was her. But Yanni's, so she denied it was her. Yanni's mod, that's what Yanni was talking about. Yanni's mods traced the account to her page. I believe Tuna is either crazy or playing crazy. Whatever it is. Um, she's in Texas to wreak havoc and possibly stop Gerard from marrying Tanisha. Nisha also needs to be careful of Robin as she is telling her mother everything. Yeah, I wouldn't really, I don't, yeah. It would be, I don't know, Robin being the oldest and yeah, I don't know. Um, and then, like somebody said, it's kind of funny that she wasn't telling the story in front of the kids. I mean, which she shouldn't have anyway. But of course, she do all kinds of shit in front of the kids. So I mean, at this point, other than having sex in front of them, you say anything and everything in front of them. I'm surprised she didn't talk about the fight in front of the kids. Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to sip like that, y'all. This Snapple apple is the bomb. Excuse me. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. That's the last page. Who knows? Maybe she did, and that's why Tuna skedaddled her ass to Texas a week before the engagement. Was it just a week before? Because you telling me she left a whole apartment not paying the rent now on 4K to go live in a dusty ass house. Why not just wait until the lease is over or just break it amicably so you don't have to have them suing you? In her peanut brain, it's only disrespect if something happens to her. Other way around doesn't count. So I noticed Ryan has the beads in her hair that the mother said she was that the mother said was making her hair hurt. Very interesting. Okay. Gee whiz. This live is an hour and 47 minutes. So I'm going to wrap this up and I don't know what I'm gonna come back with, but I'll see y'all in the next video. All right. Holler at your girl. Bye.